At the heart of a mountain frame valley lies Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia, a city shaped over centuries where past and present meet. With a long layered history, Tbilisi has grown and transformed under many influences: trade, culture, and changing times. Its districts climb the slopes, stretch along the Mkvari River, and spread across the valley, old neighbourhoods and modern development side by side. From above you can make out how streets, squares and rooftops connect, giving a strong sense of the city's size and layout. If you're travelling from the UK, fairly recent direct flights, including British Airways from Heathrow and EasyJet from Luton, have made getting to Tbilisi much easier. Let's grab a cable car down into the streets, heading through the underpasses, full of artwork, murals and even pianos that link some of the neighbourhoods together. One of the first things you notice walking through Tbilisi is how old and new sit side by side. Historic wooden houses with carved balconies stand next to Soviet-era blocks, and just around the corner, sleek contemporary buildings push upward. You'll see old restored facades lining narrow streets, while glass and steel offices and modern hotels reflect the city's ongoing growth. It's a city where centuries of history are layered right on top of each other, and each street tells a slightly different story. As you move through the districts, it becomes clear how Tbilisi balances preservation with progress, old and new. We start on a small pedestrian bridge covered in padlocks. It sits in a narrow valley, with houses tucked all around it. The spot has a unique feel, and it's right near the famous bathhouses. From here, the path leads toward the Mkvari River. On this side, the streets of Old Tbilisi run along the river, while the city continues on the opposite bank. Walking along the Riverside brings you to Reich Park. There are paths, trees, green areas and spots to sit and take it all in. A tethered balloon in the park rises when the weather's good, giving a view of the area. Nearby, a cable car takes you up to the hill above Old Tbilisi, offering another perspective and a great view of the city. From the park, you can cross the Bridge of Peace, a 150-metre steel and glass pedestrian bridge that opened in 2010, linking the Riverside to the historic centre. Together, all these spots, riverbank, park, cable car, balloon and bridge, show how history, everyday life and modern urban design come together in this part of the city. Tbilisi has plenty of familiar international brands like KFC, McDonald's, Next, Spa and others. You'll see them alongside local shops and markets, all close together and super easy to reach on foot. Getting around Tbilisi is easy on foot. Most main areas are walkable. There are also buses, scooters and the metro, which uses a simple transport card. Taxis are easy to find if you need them. We notice Magti as a common internet provider in Tbilisi. And there are also public Wi-Fi options if you need to connect while you're out. Alternatively, you can set up an eSIM before your trip, so it's ready as soon as you arrive. We've included a link to Saili in the description if you want to check it out. For more tips on getting around and staying connected, check our guide on Fizzy Globe, link in the description. When you're exploring Tbilisi, you might notice small blue kiosks along the streets. These are payment kiosks where locals can pay utility bills, top up their mobile phones, or handle other everyday services. They're convenient, widely used, and a common sight across the city. D Block at the Stamba Hotel. Originally a converted printing house, it now functions as a design hotel and creative complex. Co-working spaces, restaurants and cafes share the building alongside hotel guests. The surrounding area has become one of Tbilisi's most concentrated cafe districts. Nearby, Coffee Lab occupies 2 floors, reliable Wi-Fi, plenty of power outlets, and a steady mix of freelancers and small groups working from their laptops. Shavi Coffee Roasters operate several locations across the city, known for specialty roasting and consistent quality. Their cafés work equally well for a quick coffee stop or a longer work session. Scar Juices serve fresh smoothies and healthy options, with a relaxed, welcoming atmosphere that made it a pleasant spot to take a break or catch up on work. There are far too many cafes to mention individually. Each neighbourhood has its own character, some minimalist and quiet, others filled with music and conversation. Most comfortably support laptop work during off-peak hours. Coffee typically costs between $2 and $4. And, as always, a few unwritten rules apply. Order regularly, keep calls discreet, and continue supporting the local businesses that make these spaces available. Crossing into Chugareti, we were immediately struck by its charm and character. The area features a mix of historic buildings and newer ones. It's fascinating to see the variety of architecture here. Along the streets you'll find cafes and shops, including shabby coffee roasters. Fabrica, once a sewing factory, is now a hostel with cafes, studios and social areas, combining the old factory look with updated spaces. As we walked around, the architecture caught our eye, showing layers of the area's history. Make sure you take some time to explore the streets, look at the buildings, visit the local cafes and shops. You'll get a real feel for the area. It's well worth it. To the north, Tbilisi Central Railway Station makes the area easy to reach, connecting it to the rest of the city. Chugareti is a place we really enjoyed exploring. Make sure you go check it out. Crossing over from Chugareti and heading toward Rustaveli metro station, you'll come across a corner boutique hotel where we stayed during our trip. We ended up liking it so much, it became our base for most of our time in Tbilisi. In our experience, the staff were genuinely great, helpful, friendly, and happy to help. The location is ideal, just a short walk to Rustaveli metro, close to the main landmarks and surrounded by cafes, restaurants and co-working spots, all just minutes away. The reception is open 24/7 and breakfast is available. Up on the top floor, the dining area has a roof that opens fully, turning it into an incredible terrace with a view. The rooms have everything you need. TV, strong Wi-Fi, desk area, and some even include private terraces or balconies. Working online was smooth for us, no issues at all. The apartments next door are very nice, with full facilities like a kitchen and a washing machine, plus some of the best views in the area. There's a lift to every floor and secure parking available if you're staying in the apartments. Whether you're in Tbilisi for a few days or settling in for a while, this place was a reliable, genuinely great base for exploring the city. You can find this hotel and plenty of other great options across Tbilisi at the link in the description. Rustaveli Avenue runs through central Tbilisi. Theatres, galleries, buildings from different decades, people coming and going all day. Walk up the avenue and the street starts to open up. Buildings pull back from the road and the footpaths get wider. Side streets branch off the whole way along, some packed with cafes and shops, others just residential blocks. It's well worth wandering down a few to see what's there and explore the area. Keep going and it shifts from busy city centre to calmer streets with bigger apartment buildings. It's a decent walk if you've got time. If you get tired halfway and not fussed about getting your steps in for the day, then don't worry, you can easily hop on a bus that run up and down constantly. If you want to see more of Tbilisi, you should watch our full walkthrough video. It'll show at the end. You will find extra places and moments we couldn't fit here. No narration, just the city as it is. All our links are in the description, including how to become a Fizzy Globe resident. The video will pop up on screen in a moment, And if you haven't already, subscribing helps us keep exploring places like this. Thanks for watching.